Good day everyone. Now we will discuss another topic in supply chain management, and I have the pleasure to present to you the Group 2 presenter. We have Bernedo Leila May, Cartabio Mika Joy, Cortez Erica Ann, Ebora Crisjel May, Figueroa Angeline, Morica Danica, and Princess Lily. And this report will be submitted to Professor Christian J. Umlas. So let's begin and enjoy our discussion.
So good day everyone, I am Rebecca Jupiter and I am the first reporter of this group. So before we discuss the role of inventory, let us first discuss the cordial relationship between manufacturer and clients. So from the word cordial, which is friendly, businesses must be friendly with their clients. So it includes handling clients. So companies' most vital assets is their clients. So they need to deal with them properly. So by listening to their customers, identify and anticipate the needs. So second is addressing their demands. So develop products to meet their needs. And identify which need is the most important to the customers. So the third one is building relationships with manufacturer. So having a good customers relationship, it can make customers loyal to the business and make them return. So these three is a serious component in managing supply chain. So moving on, the supply chain relationship, which is the ability to measure the supply chain partner's performance. So it has a deeper analysis that includes product flow. So it is the movement of goods from supplier to customer. So it also concerns with customers' return and service needs. So at the core of this relationship is the inventory movement and storage. So it is an important factor that influences the performance of supply chain.
Good day to everyone. I'm Danica Timorico from BSE 3A. This is the continuations of Micah's report. Inventory plays a vital role in supply chain. In inventory management, it includes many different aspects such as controlling and managing purchases from suppliers and customers. It maintains stock keeping, controlling the quantity of products sold, and the ordering of orders. Salient feature. This feature helps to more effectively track a good track of stock levels, history of products, as well as many other product specifications. The central roles that inventory has in supply chain to supply and support the balance of demand and supply. It is important to determine whether demand and supply are balanced because it helps to determine the prices and quantities of most goods and services available in a market. Because supply and demand determine the pricing of stocks and other securities. Second is to effectively cope with the forward and reverse flows in the supply chain. In order to effectively manage a forward and reverse flows in the supply chain, companies must need to deal with upstream supplier exchanges and downstream customer requests. This often involves broader discussions about firms on-hand inventory, in transit, and the work in process.
Good day everyone. So hi, I am Erica Cortez. I'm one of the member of this group from BSH3A who is assigned to report the optimizational models. Lesson 5, Optimization Models. Supply chains optimization models are those that codify the practical or real-life issues into a mathematical model. The major objective to construct this mathematical model is to maximize or minimize an objective function. Some constraints are added to these issues for identifying the feasible region. We try to create an efficient algorithm that will examine all possible solutions and return the best solution in Flexible supply chain optimizational model aims to ensure the optimal operation of a manufacturing and distribution supply chain. This includes the optimal placement of inventory within supply chain, minimizing operating costs, including manufacturing costs, transportation costs, and distribution costs. Simply means that optimization models are those that codify the practical or real-life issues into a mathematical model. So there are different kinds of supply chain optimization models that are discussed by many other.
Good day everyone, I am Leila May Barnedo, and now our topic is about mixed integer linear programming. Yes, you heard it right. Maybe you're confused why a mathematical terms link with supply chain. So to fully understand why they are connected, let us define first what is a mixed integer linear programming. So the mixed integer linear programming, or MILP, is a mathematical modeling approach used to derive the best outcome of a system with some restrictions. This model is used in many optimization areas like production planning, transportation, and network design. It says here that MILP is a special case of linear programming that uses binary variables. When we say binary variable, it is a variable with only two values. For example, 1 or 0, or yes or no. If we will connect it to supply chain, example, do we have to use machine for packaging? So that question or situation is answerable by yes or no. Next, MILP is tough to solve compared with normal linear programming models because the main challenge here is to realistically describe the technologies and the system boundaries. The MILP is also used commercially and non-commercially. So now, let's proceed on the major objective of MILP. It says here that the main objective is derive an optimal solution. So when we say optimal solution, it is the feasible solution with the largest objective function value for a maximization problem. To make it simple, it is the favorable or most convenient solution. So basically, MILP aims to produce a favorable solution to a specific problem. So why do you think it can be minimum or maximum value? Simply because the maximum and minimum values always occur at the vertices because the vertex of a graph indicates the turning point of the values.
So now we will discuss stochastic modeling. What is stochastic modeling? This is a form of financial model that is used to help make investment decisions. This type of modeling forecasts the probability of the various outcomes under different conditions using random variables. So, stochastic modeling is important to estimate situations involving uncertainties such as investment returns, violate markets, or inflation rates.
Good day everyone, I am Angeline D. Figueroa and I am one of the member of Group 7 who is assigned to discuss about the uncertainty modeling. This is the continuation of the report under the optimization models. Without further ado, let's get the discussion started. Uncertainty modeling. It pertains to measure the impact of uncertain input parameters on the system output parameters. First, we must always remember that while using the realistic modeling approach, the system has to take note of uncertainties. It is because the uncertainty due to imperfections and idealization made the physical model for formulation for load and resistance, as well as the choices of probability destruction types of representation of uncertainties. Next, uncertain features of system are modeled with probabilistic approach. It is often not possible to make highly accurate predictions about the magnitude of the typical structure responses due to loadings even when governing input qualities are known. In other words, the structural response contains a component of uncertainty in addition to those arising from uncertainties from the basic loading and strength variables. This additional source of uncertainty is termed model uncertainty and occurs as a result of simplifying assumptions, unknown boundary conditions, and the unknown effects of interactions of other variables that are not included. Next is uncertainty modeling. Produce past predictions about model behavior at the input parameter setting, allowing output uncertainty distribution to be calculated. It can be assessed by comparing them with other more refined methods or with test results and in-service experiences. Lastly, it requires dependencies into account easily in input such as Markov chain and utilize the queuing theory for modeling the systems where waiting takes up in the important issue. Markov chains provide the general framework to model discrete event dynamic systems. These highly level models are closer to the structure of the real systems, and so it is easy to match systems and model components, whereas Markov chain put the emphasis on describing the behavior of the system at the state of space level.
Good day, everyone. I am Princess Esnugid and here is my report. Lesson 4. Bi-level issue. Under the bi-level issue is the decentralized or hierarchical decision. So, what is the meaning of decentralized? Decentralized decision is any process where the decision-making authority is distributed throughout a larger group. It also connotes a higher authority, the lower level functionaries, executives, and the workers. The next is hierarchical decision. So, what is the meaning of hierarchical decision? It is highly functioning organization superior decision units compile information to subordinates units and codified that information to create knowledge. So, the next is, in these types of scenario, multiple parties make decisions, one after the other, which affect their respective profit. So, here is the answer. This is about giving opinions and suggestions that everyone will be benefited. It's a matter of sharing ideas on how your business will grow and how will it be benefited the desired business. And the next is heuristic method for realistic sizes. What is the meaning of realistic method for realistic sizes? It is a method means to find search or disaster. It does need to be perfect. It issues to find a realistic sizes that will fit to the desired idea or what do you want to do. Under the heuristic method for realistic sizes is still trial are being made from improving this optimal method to compute an optimal solution for real problems as well. Here is the answer. This is a lot of problems that will be encountering most, especially if you were just new
in the field of business. That's why in order to arrange or fix the problem, it's also sees that there's a lot of things you need to improve, and providing this solution can help you to fix the problem and improve everything that needs improvement.